All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Today we're going to get into this tune of the 1968 Dodge Dart. This is an extremely fast drag car. I was very excited to put this video together. You're going to win a lot of races with this one, as far as quarter-mile races, our intermediate race, and our juggernaut race. You're going to be able to put some pressure on the competition with this bad boy here. Let's go ahead and step into the tune. As you see, we got the tires at 15 in the front and 15 in the back to get the most traction. Flatten those tires out. Going over to the gears, we use 310 gears. You see the first gear is 310, 216 for the second, 152 for the third, which is 2 and 3 gears. Did nothing with the alignment. 65 and 65 with the anti-roll bars. 749 and 751 for the suspension. Dropped all the way down. Dampen at 12 and stiffness at 8. Aero at 220, dropped it all the way down to help us with the top end for this particular car. And you see front acceleration 100, rear acceleration 172 for the center balance. Perfect mix for this car. Let's go ahead and take it over to the drag strip now and see how this thing performs. Once again, this is a monster on the quarter of a mile. As you see here, we're full launch, and it takes off extremely hard. Leaves the 0 to 60 and the 0 to 100 is a beast. Look back at the crowd, and they're way back there. We finished first on this particular race. As you look, 8.058, tremendous quarter of a mile time. So now we can move over here and look and see what we trapped. Amazing speed for this car. You're running with supercars here, over 180 miles per hour on this particular car. Very, very fast. And we're gonna move over to the intermediate rate. Yeah, this is gonna show kind of the top end of the car and what we can do in a drag race. So we see full throttle, hard launch. This thing leaves the crowd in the dust. And it traps an amazing speed and amazing time for us. As you see, over 210 miles per hour in this race, and you're looking at a 12.012. A 12 is really moving. A 12 is really moving. All right, so we'll take this to the juggernaut, where the gearing is a little short for this race, but you get ahead so fast. And as you see here, once again, it's going to be a full launch, and we get out of the blocks very well. Once again, the gears are a little bit short for this particular race, but because you're leaving them in the dust so early, you have time. And the class of cars that you're going to be racing here is not going to be running this speed anyway, unless you're playing against real people, but the AI is not going to be able to keep up with you. So you look, we're at 222 miles per hour with this car, and we got there in a flash. Now you can retune this car and kind of work on those last few gears, but this is just that start to get you once again all around drag racing for this particular game. Remember, you want to run a 50, and this car definitely runs a 50. As you look, our times here, 48.0. Great time for this particular car. We didn't lead this video off with parts, so let's go ahead and get into that now. We put the 6.2 liter V8 in this car, the DSC engine. Very, very, very stout engine, high horsepower engine. What we also did is drop the all-wheel drive in this car because so much power, we had to be able to put it down on the road. So we went with the all-wheel drive. Everything else in the engine, we tuned everything all the way up. Getting the highest horsepower gains in every category, as you see here listed. So we're just going on all the way through, tuning everything all the way up. Yep, all the way up. Everything is all the way up here. We even went with the oil cooling on this one. We used that, add a little bit of weight to the car, and give us a little bit of horsepower. Here with the brakes, went race suspension as well, anti-roll bars all the way up, front and rear. We did nothing here, and we did the full weight reduction. We went here, everything all the way up. We want to get the most horsepower that we can get out of this. With the tires, went with the drag slick, of course, and the front tire all the way wide because we got all-wheel drive. And then the rear went all the way wide, 345s in the back. Choose the lightest wheels that you want for your car. And here, just a little bit of displacement here in the front and all the way wide in the back. We did the front arrow to help us with our top speed and handling. We also did the spoiler and hood for weight reduction. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you soon.